Hello all. We'll do another session on 3D art. Let's say the second part of the introduction. So we'll have a look on how this works. So let's begin this session. As we usually do, we'll do a bit of practice on making lines, on drawing lines. I'm using an old notebook of my kid. Just using this to do diagonal lines, horizontal lines, vertical lines, horizontal lines, circles. If you put this into practice, constantly, before any kind of drawing, before any kind of doodling, it helps you to acquire bigger skills in art, in drawing. It gives you a big strength and boldness in art. So let's start the 3D art, the introduction to 3D art. We've done a session earlier. It's a continuation of the same, but with a bigger knowledge into it. So the common 3D object of art we know is a cuboid. Cube or a cuboid. So if you are able to turn this cuboid or rotate this cuboid in different angles, we'll surely get a good understanding on 3D drawing. So how can I rotate a cuboid? So this is a square. I'll show you 4 sides of a cuboid. So one square can be turned into all its different sides. So here I can see the bottom of the cuboid. Here I can see the top and the right side of the cuboid. Here I can see the top and the left side of the cuboid. Here I can see the bottom and the left side of a cuboid. So even in this exercise, if I'm reducing this, I have reduced the thickness. This is the full thickness of the cuboid, and this is half of the cuboid. I'll remove the extra space and show you. So this is the proper cuboid. I've shaded both the sides. So the another tip for a cuboid, to get a three-dimensional object is, if you are able to create three tones of light values, tonal values of light, it will be a perfect example, a good example of a cuboid. So usually you see three sides, or you can show three sides. So this is the lighted part of the cuboid. It's the direct light of the cuboid, and this is the second darker tone, the mid light, and this is the low light, which is very dark. So these three lights are on my object. So I'm having 1, 2 and 3. I'm having 1, 2 and 3. So my fourth tone, that is the black, pitch black tone, will be of my shadow. So this is where I'm using the fourth pitch black. As we have discussed, anything can be fitted inside a cube as a 3D object. So let's do some quick examples. A cylinder, a square, a triangle. You get a so this is the cube which I am speaking, and for a triangle I'll show you with another example. I'm extending the edges and connecting it. So this is the example how 3D objects can be fitted inside a cube. So let's do some common doodling, 3D doodling. I'm getting bored in a meeting, I'm trying to write something or draw something. Let's say I'm writing my name, Matthew. So how do I transform this into a 3D object? I am projecting all the corners, edges which I see. I'm going to join them. So I've got this. I'm going to apply 3 tones of lighting technique: direct, white light, low light, my dark region, that is 3: white light, secondary light, and dark low light. So I'm assuming there is light. The presence of light is from this side, my source of light. Light falls directly on the surface of my object, so this becomes 1, and my secondary light, that is this, I'm going to have here. This is 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to give shadow to this. So shadow, let's say I'm going to divide it half. I'm going to do parallel shadows. Parallelly I'm drawing so my complete shadow will be pitch black. So at the end I'm going to demark these boundaries, these edges, so that they outstand completely from my actual. We'll convert this text as a 3-dimensional art. I've written 3D art. We'll convert this into a 3D object. I'm going to use this side So wherever there are edges, I've just protruded, and so now I'll give tones of colors. I have given one tone of colors. I'm going to still make it more darker, more intense level of darkness. So now I'm going to do the shadow part of this. So let's keep everything parallel to whatever I have. So this is the end of this 3D art session introduction. So hope you have enjoyed this session. If you have any suggestion, just comment in the comment box, and if you wish to do one-to-one lessons also, we can try to manage it. So thank you for joining me with this session. Thank you.